More rain in central Texas hindering search and recovery efforts. Nonetheless, crews are still working after the catastrophic flooding there over the July 4th holiday.
And Fox's Chelsea Torres is live in Center Point, Texas now. Chelsea, how has that search changed today out there?
Well, it truly has been a roller coaster, John, Mark, for a lot of the crews that have been out here. They came out today, all hands on deck, ready to work, but they did say they were a little stressed just because of the torrential downpour that came yesterday on Sunday, really having to suspend a lot of the operations along the river. The Kerr County Sheriff also said that about half to three-fourths of the recovery operations were lost yesterday just because of the rain. And then earlier on today, more rain came down and a lot of the crews, divers, boats had to get off of the river. But this is kind of what it's looking like now. A lot of crews have actually called it a day, but you can see it's a muddy mess out here. The river is right here in front of us, and even at just looking at the trees and the scope of the landscape ahead, you can see how high the water came up with some of the bark coming off of the trees, dead leaves falling. So again, came really high. And if we kind of move over a little kind of along the river here, you can see trees that have uprooted, and it's the debris of pile on the land that's making it very difficult for a lot of these search crews to get through. But then also we were talking to the Center Point Volunteer Fire Department, who also have divers, and he was saying that there's also piles of debris in the river itself, which is making it very difficult when more rain comes through and washes everything downstream. Now, as of now, there is still 131 people that have died from this flood, 36 of them children. Over 170 people are still missing. And when we were talking to the spokesperson with the Center Point Volunteer Fire Department, he was saying that they're going to be working every single day out here as much as they possibly can. We did talk to some volunteers as well that are out here that said that they felt the need to call and come help.
It's difficult to see what they show us on videos. Oh man, it's so hard. What is people living this, you know? And for us, we are doing this not only physically, you know, we are doing this with entire heart.
And those were some volunteers from Mexico who were talking about what it's like talking to the families that are still missing a loved one and how personal it's become for them, because they feel also that this is so close to home for them. As of now, there's still flash flood warning in this area until later on tonight, but crews are telling us that they do hope that the conditions dry up so they can be out in full force starting tomorrow. John, Mark?
Chelsea, I'm curious, a lot of this is very technical work. And how do you manage volunteers who, they want to help, great heart, they want to do the right thing, but how do you manage these people to make sure they're doing this kind of work correctly?
Oh, that's a great question, John. You know, actually, one thing I've noticed out here is how organized a lot of these fire departments are. So the volunteer fire department, it's a complete command center, and they have certain points of contact for certain things like equipment, medical, all of these. So they're letting people know on social media, if you want to help in any possible way, this is the person or this is the location you need to go to. For instance, in Kerrville, which is about 20 or so minutes away from here, at their high school stadium, they have a lot of volunteers coming in, and they'll give them a certain number and address and let them know this is where you're going, that home you're going to help today, and they'll give them a wristband so that way they can be in that area. So what we've noticed is that things are very organized, dependent on your skill set and dependent on what you want to do. So that's been working out very well for a lot of the people here, and I think that's why it's almost shown now at this point why a lot of cleanup really has already started.
Chelsea Torres reporting for us from Center Point, Texas. Thank you for that live report tonight.
Yeah, Chelsea, thank you. You can join the Fox family in supporting the Texas Kerr County Flood Relief Fund. Fox Corporation and Fox viewers have stepped up, donating more than $6.5 million to support the relief and rebuilding efforts. You can scan the QR code on your screen to make a donation, or you can head to go.fox/TX Flood Relief if you'd like to help out.